Right, hello you guys, hope you're well. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Audi R8. Now, look what's next to me. That right there is an exhaust. And here's a little sneak peek as to what it was like to actually get that into the car. Ok, alors c'est un problème. C'est pas beau ça? Est-ce qu'il y a... Non. So yes, guys, welcome to the R8, welcome to a rainy day here in the UK, and welcome to my exhaust video. Now this should be a pretty cool video. I'll walk you through the system I've gone for. First of all, the first mission, as you saw, was getting it into the car. Now we're driving up about an hour and a half early in the morning to the shop to get the exhaust fitted. So I'll see you guys there. Can I just say also, for those who have been following this, the EPC light has been turned off, finally. Yes, good news, because that was really bugging me. The guy who put the tracker on the car, Auto Communications, came to switch that off. So that's brilliant news. And now we've got a clean dashboard with no warning lights. But we do have a lot of bloody rain on the windscreen because we're in the UK. Look, listen to this, guys. Down into fourth, 4,000 RPM. Can barely hear the car. And it's got a naturally aspirated 5.2 litre V10. Absolutely ludicrous. We need to put that system on. Classic UK goes from rain to sun in no time. Anyways, we've arrived here. RE Performance. This is so cool. I can't believe I've never been here actually. As soon as I got the R8, I was getting messages left, right and center to come here. As you can tell, the R8's already there. Within minutes it was put up and they've already started working on it. And it's actually insane how fast it's going already. But as you can tell, there are R8s everywhere. These guys know R8 perfectly here. So it really fills you with confidence when you walk in and you see all of the similar cars around. Also Lambos, but as you can tell, there's everything. There's also Aston. Look at that Vantage GT8, that makes a lot of noise. We've got McLaren as well. Yeah, just really cool. And the time it took me to basically come in, go to the toilet quickly, come back out, look at the car. It's already all up there. The rear wheels have been removed, which means you can see, look at the size of these calipers as well, the carbon ceramic calipers. Really cool to see. So working on removing the stock exhaust, first of all, of course, and then putting this beast on. We've spoken about it in another video, guys, the Zen Rage exhaust system. Now this is going to have valves, so there are going to be, you know, I am going to be able to control the sound a little bit if it focuses, there we go, through these remote controls, which we were just saying kind of look like Mercedes keys, don't they? But you can do on, off, auto. So that will be pretty cool. I'm very intrigued to see how the car will sound. As we know, stock is just a little bit too quiet, isn't it? So this is going to go on, obviously still wrapped up, so we can't see it properly yet. But first things first, let's cue the music and let's remove the original system. Right, off goes the rear bumper, and look at that, that's the original exhaust system right there. It looks so different once the bumpers come off, but it's really cool to see the car like this. I feel like I'm discovering a lot. This is a heat shield here, right? Yeah, that's the one. There we go. See, we're learning, guys. Experts here. Well, it's definitely prettier. So that's obviously the car where it will be going, and that's the original system right there, which is A, massive, and 2, just looks like it's got various illnesses. I mean, it does not look well, does it? But that's just the way they are. You know, stock exhaust, that's the way they look. But this new one here, the Zen Rage system, there's their logo right there. Looks awesome. It's a lot lighter and hopefully a lot louder as well. And I've also just clocked a little surprise here as we unwrap the exhaust. It's actually got my name on it. It says handmade right there, so that's kind of funky. So thank you to Zen Rage for putting that on there. And yeah, just think it should be pretty interesting. I'm learning a lot here as well by seeing how the exhaust, well, the original one gets taken off, and now we're going to see how the new one gets put on. Before the heat shield here goes back on and we can't see what the exhaust actually looks like, here, have a look. Doesn't it look so cool? It's almost a shame you were saying we could drive with the bumper off, right? It would be so cool to just cruise around like this. But it does look so much nicer, so much newer. And the little detail of the signature right there is really, really nice. That was a nice surprise from the guys at Zen Rage. No, definitely really excited to hear what this sounds like now. Looks awesome, so really happy with the aesthetics of it. Just a shame it'll be all hidden away. But yeah, now it's time to kind of repackage the whole thing and then hear the car. On it goes. Look at that. Well, look at that. Actually, you can't really see all that much of it, can you? But here it goes. It's so cool. I cannot wait. Exhausts have to be the most exciting modification, I think, unless you go twin turbo and sort of go ballistic with it. But yeah, I am pumped. So if you really know, you'll be able to tell from those exits right there that it's not stock compared to the original exhaust. But the tips, so this is my bumper, the tips are remaining original, which are those ones right there. So unless you've watched one of my videos or you really know what you're looking for, if the car's stopped and you don't know, you won't really be able to tell it's got an exhaust on it until it starts up, which is actually quite nice. I think that's pretty cool because it, you know, will take people by surprise, and it kind of looks stock, doesn't look too fiddled with. Fiddled? I said that wrong, didn't I? Fiddled with, there we go. Alright boys, this is the moment. We're going to start the car, hear the car with the new exhaust for the first time. You can see the exhaust actually through the mesh here. It looks really, really cool. But yeah, I think this is it. You ready? Let's do it. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Unhinge the car now. That changes absolutely everything. The carrot's so much better. I mean, that, massive smile on my face. That changes the experience of a car, the sound. Makes me realize just how quiet the car was before. It's just been unleashed now. I'm so excited to drive this now on the road. I quite like the kind of stock look it has, but if you know, you can see through here, which is pretty cool. So the last step now is just wiring here to be able to link the valve system up to be able to use the these little remotes so that I can control the valves. So that's going to be the last thing we need to do. You can see it all happening back there, and yeah, and then the car is ready to be driven. And now that V10 has kind of been unleashed, it completely changes the car, and I think it'll change the driving experience. So I'm super excited. Right, so listen to this. This is exactly what I wanted. When the valves are closed, the car is basically stock. Sounds completely stock. But then, press of a button, boom, open, and the car sounds incredible. I'm going to give it a little rev, so prepare yourselves. You ready? Just a tiny little, tiny. What? Boom. And then also it's got auto mode, which means that around 3000 RPM it will automatically open, kind of like what you have on Ferrari's stock. So that's really cool. So leaving that in the car. Massive thank you to you guys who have been epic job that you've done here. Actually, we should look around a little bit at these cars, because there are some, I mean, there's some very tasty stuff, but I mean these, for example, completely done here. And the guys have done an awesome job, but these are some hardcore modifications, which are epic. I mean, this is full active aero on this R8 GT, which has kind of been ripped apart and, you know, all matte carbon fiber now. The seats, it's kind of really cool to see what people have done to the R8s. This is kind of the home of R8s right here. So to be able to see all of the different ones and different specs is quite nice. What do you think of this blue with gold wheels? Put it in the comments down below. I actually think that's pretty cool. And this one, as you can tell, is going to be a wide body. So yeah, awesome to have a little look around here. But now the only thing on my mind is getting into this beast. Okay, here we go. See you boys, take care, and thank you so much. Have a good one. Oh. we're talking. Now we've got a V10 supercar. Where am I going? Where am I off to? If you've got an Audi R8 or are considering an Audi R8 one day, put money aside so that when you buy the car, you change the exhaust, because it completely changes the character of the car. Let's try it with the valves closed, shall we? Whoa. It's completely like stock exhaust. Completely stock. That's brilliant for cruising. And then, yes, let's leave it in this mode. It's exactly what I wanted. It's loud, but so usable, because I'm going to be doing so many miles in this car. Well, hopefully. I want to really take this car and use it a lot. But I didn't want it to be so loud that it was just drony and kind of unpleasant to use a lot. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh, yes. Oh. What a beautiful sounding engine as well. However, I do need to fill the car up. This is going to result in a lot of fill-ups. I can feel it already. Yeah. Okay. Coffee, sandwich. So I'm seeing if I put the ignition on and press the on button, that should open the valve, so I don't need to like press on every time. Okay, so I think that's, yeah, that's in loud mode. It works! It works! Okay, coffee. The cup holders are very big in this car. Is it this way? I think it's this way. Right, let's close the valve. Relax. You know what? Big fan of being able to cruise. I don't know if I'm getting old, mature, boring. I mean, I just put an exhaust on the R8, so I don't think I'm necessarily boring, but definitely more mature, because this, valves off, cruising is lovely. I've got like Bluetooth in, cruising, having a great time. But then just with this little Mercedes lookalike key right here, open the exhaust and then instantly access to that beautiful sounding V10. So, it's so cool being able to do that. And I like the fact that it gives me a little sound every time I click the valve button on and off. There might be a few less, I don't know if you guys have noticed, videos in the coming period, because there's a few changes coming. I want to change the content, keep it interesting for you guys. You know, now that we've gotten stuff started on the modification for this car, we've obviously got the Scud. I think there's a lot of potential, so I'm kind of sitting down thinking exactly what I want to do. I really want you guys to comment down below also what kind of videos you really enjoy and what you want to see with which car, or other cars, or trips, or I'm just kind of intrigued to see. And obviously, you know, Christmas, New Year, I want to spend a little bit of time with the family as well. So I'm going to be doing those things, but mainly, I mean, just today, so surreal. Having the R8, being back in the R8, putting the exhaust on it, honestly, is going to make me want to just drive this car non-stop while I'm here in London. Changes the character of the car, so I'm super, super pleased. Massive thank you to RE Performance. Those guys are so nice. So professional as well, and they know their stuff when it comes to R8s. And Gallardos and Hurricanes, that sort of era, generation, and platform of cars they know really well. So really, really cool. Obviously, massive thank you also to Zen Rage for the help on developing this exhaust, yeah, and engraving it. It's just been a really, really nice experience. So anyways, we're continuing now on the road. 2 hours on the road, valves closed, cruising, perfect comfort, loving it. So I'll catch up with you guys once we get home. Sun's going down anyways. The sound in my car park. Oh, listen. So tempting. I I can't resist. Okay. Ah! It's so cool. I'm so happy.